pressure sending unit. It appears that the diaphragm internally blew out and it was just spewing oil out of the electrical connector. When I was taking it apart, it did come into two pieces. I don't know if that happened when I was turning it. I'm not sure if it was also leaking from there. Maybe that was broken. Don't know how it got broken, but it is 26 years old and has held up for a long time, many years. So maybe it's just age. And I do hear and understand that these do go in age. So we got us a new one here. Here's our part number. We're gonna go ahead and install the new oil pressure sending unit. Oil pressure sending unit. First thing I'm going to do is take off the coil plug and 3 spark plug wires that go to the right side of the motor, the passenger side, and then I'm going to pull this cap. Now you do have your 2 little Torx bits. I recommend that when you pull them, you use a magnetic tool, okay, and so you don't lose those. And then we'll just pull this out of the way. Okay. And then we have our distributor. Now you can see where the old one was down here. That's where it attaches. I was able to remove that easily without removing the distributor. However, I think I'm going to go ahead and remove the distributor. So, for the installation, this one is your camshaft position sensor. You can go ahead and unplug that. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the crankshaft pulley with a 16mm socket to get this over here to the mark right here at 6. At least get it to a mark so that when I reinstall, I'm sure I get this back in the same place. We turn the crankshaft pulley with 16mm socket until the line on your harmonic balancer right here, see if you see that, okay, lines up with this line on the timing chain cover. See? Right there. Let's get it really close. Okay, so now we're going to go back up here to the top end, and you're going to have to lift this evap line up and fit your small 10mm socket onto the hold down bolt for the distributor. I know you really can't get a good look at it there, but all the stuff in the way, but I know where it's at. See if I can get you a better look. See, there's the distributor, and you can see where the ratchet socket there right in the middle of the screen is on the bolt under the distributor. And notice how if I didn't show you already, I have the pointer pointing over here at the 6 on the distributor. So that way when I pull it out, I put it back in. There's a clamp there that lines up to that hole on the distributor. So the housing of the distributor will go back into that one's place, and you can make sure that the teeth of the camshaft at the bottom gear puts this back into place. But when you install it, you'll be installing this. As you push down, it turns. So you'll connect your evap line here to give yourself more room to do that. You just push this little white tab down right here with my thumbnail. I'm pushing it down. You push it down, it pops right off. It gives you a little hard time because it's been there a long time. Just keep tugging it with that. You got to keep that. Make sure you got that white button pushed down. Your new oil pressure sending unit from GM will have Teflon already on the, I don't know why it's glaring, but you get Teflon already on the threads. So just go in and hand tighten this, and then you can use your tool, a special tool that fits down over this to tighten it down. Make sure it's good and tight. If you have shop air, go ahead and blow out the fitting where you're going to thread in your new oil pressure sending unit. Make sure you don't cross thread. After you've installed your pressure switch, you go ahead and pull off the rubber cap from the manufacturer, and you will install your electrical connector. Be sure to reinstall your connector for the evap line if you've disconnected it, and double check, triple check, make sure it's connected good and seated fully into the connector. All right, now I will make sure my camshaft electrical connector is handy and not going to be hard to locate after I reinstall the distributor. If you're one of these people that did not have a special tool to install the oil pressure sending unit, The special tool is not expensive. You can get it at auto parts stores or Amazon if you have to. And when you use the tool, you torque it to 22 foot-pounds. If you didn't have the tool, you can, I don't recommend it, but you can in a pinch use channel locks. But do not, whether you're using channel locks or the special tool or anything, do not twist this black plastic piece. Only make sure your tool is on the metal connector here. This can break, crack, fracture very easily right here and leak. Distributor, make sure that when your mounting bolt is lined up down there underneath, which you can see in the center of the picture here, that your contactor on your rotor is pointing where it was when you removed it. So in my case, I'm pointing right at the 6. We're good. Exactly how it was when I pulled it out. So I'll go ahead and bolt that down. 10 millimeter mounting bolt underneath there, and then I'll put the distributor cap back on and plug up the wires and connect my here, I can do that right now. This is the camshaft position sensor electrical connector. And while you're here, check, make sure your wires are not frayed or chewed up. Got green encrusties. Okay, so that's all connected, and don't worry about it turning because it only bolts down in one position, like that. All right, and everything's lined up. Go ahead and put the distributor cap and wires back on and reconnect your coil. And then just reconnect your battery. You should be all set.